Welcome to another Rowdy Thursday, and that can mean one thing, ladies and gentlemen, and one thing only. It is a brand new episode of A Worthy Addiction.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a show like no other, hosted by me and my rowdy brother. And I mean, not waste any time introducing him. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a man who brings the Christmas spirit, but reminds you to have a very unworthy Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, unworthy Dynamite Collector.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction. And my co-host, you may know him from the Guinness Book of World Records for having the biggest Playboy collection in Connecticut with the least amount of pages that you can open. Toy Addict 17.
God, wow, you brought me back. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. And ladies and gentlemen, as always, you could have been anywhere, but I'm not going to go there because my buddy here reminded me that, you know what? Why wouldn't you want to be with us tonight?
What else is going to be on a Thursday?
What else are you going to do? You're going to watch the Eagles get beat up by the 49ers? Come on. You don't want to watch that again. That's terrible. You were with us, and we thank you. We thank you for all the support and all the love, and we appreciate you guys coming on. And Worthy, how are you doing, buddy? How's your big week been?
It's been a big week, been a busy week. I'm actually suffering through a concussion right now, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
Damn, story time.
That's a pretty boring story, honestly. I was working and I went trying to fix some pipes and I crawled out from underneath the countertop and I stood up too soon and bashed my head on the bottom of the countertop.
Holy,
pretty boring and pretty dumb, pretty blonde moment, really.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. I mean, damn, shit, that sucks though, man. Damn,
when you get into my age and when you do the things that I do for fun, you get pretty familiar with head injuries, so it's nothing new.
Well, I'm glad you're okay because I mean, personally, I also had an injury this week, believe it or not. But it wasn't as I don't think it was as bad as that. I mean, I just smashed my hand with like with a stretcher at my job. I smashed my hand, and I went to occupational health, and it wasn't
a stroke hand.
It was my stroke hand, yeah, and I was a little bit, I was a little discouraged about it, but it's working.
That's why you're ornery. You've been backed up all week because you can't use that wrist.
I'm doing great, man. So, like I said, nothing crazy, but I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. Any besides the injury, anything else crazy new? Anything new, exciting to talk about?
Not really. I mean, I've been working for 13, 14 days in a row now, so I don't even know what day it is half the time. So, something cool and fun could have happened, but I don't remember now.
Yeah. Dude, I've been looking forward to this whole week to be over because I'm really looking forward to this weekend. This weekend I'm going to be going to New Jersey Toy Con, and I'm excited because yeah, dude, it's what I love to do, man. I love to go out there. Jersey's like I said, it's been a second home to me lately, and I love to just be out there and just, especially when they're selling shit that I don't fucking need in the house, like spending money and stuff like that. But more importantly, I'm gonna go to have a great time, see a couple of the people and stuff like that, and definitely gonna see if I could try to do some lives and just mingle with the people around. But I'm excited, man. But again, enough about us. We have a special episode tonight. And before we introduce our special guest, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not smashed that like and subscribe button, please do so right now. And hit that notification bell for more content, or the alternative, as always.
Don't, because we'll be here next Thursday. It doesn't matter. We don't care. Danny cares. I don't care. If you subscribe, thank you. If you don't subscribe, you'll still be here next week. So you might as well subscribe, whatever.
I care.
I mean,
a lot.
The people who don't subscribe, they're like the stalkers. They're like, oh, we don't want them to know we're following.
I love his transparency. Don't you guys love it? I love it. But listen, thank you guys for all those who join and tune in with us every Thursday. Thank you for all the support and all the love. But again, enough about us. We have a special guest on tonight. Again, just to kind of go back and kind of remind everybody, the mission of A Worthy Addiction always based on bringing people on who had different passions other than toy photography or toy collecting, just different things. We always wanted to showcase people who did other things that were worthy to them. That's the reason why this show is called A Worthy Addiction. It was something that brought them happiness and passion. And we've had so many great guests. And just to kind of sum this up real quick, our guests tonight, they're two brothers who have been doing hip hop for a while, been doing rap for a while, and again, they have such a passion for it. Great guys, and we were very excited to have them on. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the boys from the fellas from Chain Brothas, the group Chain Brothas. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice, and we got Links in the house. Welcome, fellas. Welcome.
What's up?
How are you guys doing? How's everything? Welcome to the show.
Cool.
Thanks for having us. Yes.
We're like super excited to have you guys on. Again, every time we have like awesome guests, me and O'Worthy feel like we like leveled up. Like it's like we become more famous. Like anytime we have like talented people on, like we're like, forget it. Like it's gonna get to a point where we're gonna have like posters of us because of the guests. Like we're kind of like mooching off for you guys. But like,
I got something cool going, man. I've seen that.
Yeah, I got something good.
I appreciate it. But listen, we're so honored to have you guys on. Before we get into it, because we got so much to impact tonight, so much to get to know you guys, and we want the chat to get to know you guys. And chat, just a heads up, if you guys have any questions for these two talented young guys, put them in the chat. We'll showcase them. We'll let them read it, and we'll go from there. But speaking of the chat, they've been here. I want to show them some love because the chat is awesome always, and I love to like shoot the shit with them. So let's see who we got. We got Cutthroat Comics. I'm here, and the channel support. Hey, much love to you. Thank you always. We got one of the toy daddies in the house. Hey man. Toy father in the house. We got Derek Alger. What's up? Welcome. We got our homie, The Fallen. Hoodcast AM, what's going on? The Fallen. We got everybody's dad, Cobra Dad, in the house. What's going on, Cobra Dad? We got NMDA Music. What's up? Welcome. We got our homie Wenzilla Reboot. What's up, Wenzilla, dude? What's going on, dude? Welcome. All right, we got our PR department is in the house. I doubt Playboys are starting. They probably aren't. All right, what do we got here? What else we got? We got our homie Diggs Figs in the house. What's up, Diggs Figs? What's up? Homeboy Dave, Midnight Custom. What's up, homie? What's going on? All right. If you have your ladies near you and you're watching this show, please cover their eyes. Oh boy. Mr. Green Geek 88 in the house. We got D Mentals Productions. Welcome. Yeah, welcome. Up? All right. Welcome, everybody. Listen, thank you for everybody that's tuning in and watching us and showing our guests some support on tonight because, again, I hope you guys are just as excited as we are to have them on. And, again, fellas, this is an honor. We're very privileged to have you on, and we can't wait to just get to know you guys and talk about the awesome fucking music that you guys do. Because again, me and O'Worthy both have had the privilege of listening to your music, and I tell you, you guys are fucking talented, talented, and it shows. And I'm pun intended. It shows the passion that you guys have in your music. So usually in the beginning of the show, just to kind of break the ice, I like to come up with a discussion question just to kind of get things flowing. So discussion question for tonight is, if you have, is there one song, it could be any genre, that's like it's like one of those songs that you love, but you really don't tell everybody that you love. It's like a
guilty pleasure?
Like a guilty pleasure song. Right? Is there a song? I'll start. So I really love Snooze by SZA. I really love that song. Like I'll play that song in a car. I'll hit the notes of the song in the car. Like I really don't give a shit.
Yo, hold up. I don't even know, man.
Hey, that's the point of a discussion question. It's great. So like anytime I'm in the car, I have this whole playlist that I play. And when that song, that's like one of the main, especially in the morning time, because it's a perfect song to play in the morning. So I'll have my hand and I'm like driving, and as soon as Snooze come on, like that's when both my hands, and I'm like doing this whole like I'm doing this whole melody. But that's like my guilty pleasure song. Like now, will I tell people that I like that song? I probably just told a bunch of people.
You just told at least 20 people.
I just snitched on myself. So yes, I like that fucking song. So what? But it's an amazing song. Again, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. there are so many other songs that I do love, but that's like one that I've been like killing every single time. Even when it pops in the radio, I'm like turning the volume up. I'm like, oh, my song is on. My song is on. So is there any song that you would say you love? But you don't tell nobody.
I wanted to say Kanye West or the 808s, the album and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, the Love Lockdown, man. You put that shit on and I just start popping and locking and shit without realizing this shit, man.
That's
but
the
those
whole
songs on that shit is ill though, you know what I mean? So
that's the whole album he did in auto-tune, isn't it?
Yes. It's surprising that I even listened to that shit, man, but I listened to it,
I remember when that album came out, actually, I went to Kmart and bought it, and then about halfway home, I was like, this is not good.
It was awful.
So, Links, do you have a song that you listen to? It's like a guilty pleasure of yours, man?
Man, I can't think of nothing as a guilty pleasure, man, because I think everything I listen to is...
I know, he's
he
got too many guilty pleasures.
We're good with that.
As a guilty pleasure, I don't know.
I'm trying to stick you up, but I can't even think about anything, man.
It'll probably come later, but I can't think of anything right now.
Some salsa shit, some merengue salsa shit. Man.
Oh yeah. Some Spanish music, there's plenty of Spanish music that I'll listen to some salsa for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Worthy, you have a guilty pleasure song that you listen to that's like your go-to song?
I do. Well, not one go-to song, but I was actually just talking about that. So it's funny that you mentioned it. I have a guilty pleasure of listening to the group Blackpink. I don't know if you've ever heard of these girls. They're like a Korean K-pop rap group. And I found one song that I used for a reel, and I was like, I don't know who these people are, and I listened to some more of them. And now I've got like 6 or 7 CDs or songs from their CDs on my phone. And every now and then, if I'm in a bad mood and I need a little pick-me-up, I'll put it on. I don't know half of the shit they're saying because it's in Korean, but like their beats are good, and I'll be popping along. Miss that black denim, miss that black denim.
It's always good when you're like listening to those songs. Like I know there's times where I'm listening to like songs and I'm jamming to it, and my daughter shows up and she's like giving me this side eye, like, what the fuck are you listening to, dude? I'm like, hey, let's
what's that one song? What's that one Moves Like Jagger? Who's that?
I
know that's nothing new, but that every time that comes on, automatically
what's the
Maroon 5?
Maroon 5.
That move like that's a guilty pleasure right there.
That is a good song. That is a good fucking song, actually.
Something like that comes on.
Yeah, there's several from like Taylor Swift too. My daughter's a big Taylor Swift fan, and so she's constantly playing her music.
Yeah,
and there's songs that I'll be like,
that's true. Yeah.
No, absolutely, man. And again, these like, I'm telling you, like those are the types of musics that, and this is the beautiful thing about music. Like when you hear a song and it's like the Maroon 5 or even like whatever you guys mentioned, like you know, when you guys hear those songs, man, and when you're by yourself, there's something like. I'm telling you, in the mornings, anytime I'm playing that song, man, it's just like I feel like I'm in the video, like, but I'm SZA. I'm in the video, like I'm in the video. It feels good, man. It's a great song. We got another person up here, Jaji 203. Welcome. All right, welcome.
No.
We got a lot of love. We got a couple of people that gave their answers. So our PR department says "Kill Bill" by SZA. Wait, shit. Yeah, that's a fucking crazy song. I love Prince when dude, you me and
anything
you
by
become,
Prince.
Yes, absolutely. Anything by Prince. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Devin Hager says the whole album of Fire, very pleased with being in the chat from. Okay. All right. Cobra Dad says Clumsy by Fergie is my jam, dude. You know what? Cobra Dad, I can definitely see you jamming to that. The Faller says Neil Diamond, Steve Caroline. All right. And then our PR department, Lavender Haze is Jamie Jam. Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys for being so transparent and letting us know. Again, that's the beautiful thing about music, man, right? Like whatever genre it is, whatever language they're speaking, right? Like it's like if it just strikes your little dance mood, like if it gets you, like, man, I'm telling you, like you could kill a song. I could kill a song to the point where like I get tired of it and then I'll bring it back a couple months later. That's how much I love the fucking song. But we got somebody else here. We got Demarius Ortiz. Welcome to the show. We got a lot of love for these fellas, a lot of love. So just to kind of show some love, thank you guys for that discussion questions, for participating. Again, just kind of just break the ice. But again, enough about us. The show is dedicated for you guys. So just to kind of like start everything off, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about you guys, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're from New Haven. Pretty much been here all our lives.
Okay.
We was born in New York. Me and my brother was
Okay.
born in New York. But then we moved down here. We was pretty much babies. We're from Puerto Rican descent, or Puerto Rican blood, if you will, or whatever. We got two. We come from Ford. We got two older sisters.
Okay.
We lived in the heart of Fairhaven. Pretty much every freaking street, man, you can name, man. We probably lived there. We had a cousin there or something, man. So, yeah, New Haven, I know it like the back of my hand. Like, I mean,
yeah.
Lived in a few projects from the tribe and the jungle, to name a couple.
Everybody's watching. Those are hoods in New Haven.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are hoods in New Haven.
Oh yeah.
And we, when it comes to high school, we went to Wilberforce. Class of much love. Class of '99, and Luke's
2000. That's 2000. Yeah.
So
but yo, listen, we started making music like I think he probably started a little bit before me. But I was like 14, man. 14, 15 years old, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, like 14, I think 15. I think we got in the studio one of the first times. I was like 16 or 15.
Yeah,
and
no.
You were like, what?
You had to be at least 14. I had to be at least 16 because I mean, when we went to that professional studio, I don't even think I met the Maris yet. So
yeah.
I
So it was very young when we first got in the studio and did a little work or whatever. Then we formed the group.
When we first started, obviously, but you know, you get better as you go along.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, here's a good segue. That's a perfect segue. So, what got you into music? What is the thing that said, hey, that like lit that a light bulb in your head is like, hey, I want to do this. Like, what got you into it?
Well, music, hip hop. Listening to like groups like Outkast, Nas, and Wu-Tang, and all that good old 90s golden era stuff. You know what I mean? That real hip hop. That's what you know. That's what really got me going, and I think probably got us both going. I don't know. I don't want to speak for him, but I think Biggie. You used to listen to Biggie a lot. I remember.
Yes. Tupac. Yeah. But the first album that I listened to was Spice One.
Okay.
That is old school. Okay.
I forgot. Yeah.
He just said his whole age there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We go back.
And very gangster rap, if you will. Yeah. And then from there, I listened to a lot of West Coast. I actually started listening to West Coast first. And then obviously Tupac, I listened to Tupac. But then I started, Wu-Tang came out, bro. And that was just...
Yeah, that's pretty much what did it right there.
Wu-Tang was just a whole nother animal, bro, when they came out. Nobody was doing shit with them, you know what I mean? So when I listened to Wu-Tang, my whole brain just fucking shifted into like, oh shit, these guys are... The way they spit, the way they...
This is the way it's done right here. You know what I mean? That and Nas doing his thing.
Yeah, Nas.
This is it right here.
Yes.
That's awesome, man. Now you mentioned Wu-Tang and you mentioned Nas, you mentioned Biggie. Are these the guys who inspired a lot of the music that you guys have put out? Is this where you get where do you guys get your inspiration from? Like,
I mean, when it comes to actually, rapping, I want to say more, definitely East Coast. It wasn't the West Coast for me. Like I said, Wu-Tang, Biggie, that Ready to Die album, Tupac, All Eyes on Me, but that Machiavelli album too. This too, you know what I mean? I could sit here for hours naming.
I think all of those artists is what inspired us to make music.
Okay.
But what inspired us like to start making music. But now everything. I'm inspired by everything, you know, life.
That's awesome.
Everything I've been through, everything. I'm inspired by everything to write. Like the mind of a creative never stops working. You know what I mean? You're always coming up with stuff. So everything is inspirational, really.
And then it shows in your guys' songs too, how you know life, you know, it's life that motivates you or inspires you to write your songs. It's like when I was listening, the song "So Profound" really struck me. I was like, man, this is a deep song. It's not something you hear from these mainstream fools pushing out the same old shit all the time. You know, this is an actual real life song here.
And that's
because I think sometimes it's more difficult. I think it's more difficult to make music like meaningful like that. That really that's nobody really wants to do. Like there's probably young heads or anybody for that matter don't like or shy away from making a song like that because they look at like this and like that, whatever. Nah, that's what we want to do. That's what we got. That's the song. That's what we're gonna write. That's what the inspiration is. That's what we're gonna make. That's what we're gonna do. You know what I mean?
We got a couple of people in the chat. It says MDA says anything that gets you movie. Was talking about the songs. Our PR department says gun waving New Haven.
Well, no, really don't want to spread, but
plead the fifth.
Our homie Vico Sands in the house. What's up, homie? We got the collective sector. What's up? Welcome. And she says that's my shit. I'm assuming she's talking about when you're talking about Biggie. We got a couple of questions from the chat. We got Midnight Stars Custom said, where can I find and listen to your music? So where can they find and listen to your music?
Right now, pretty much SoundCloud, man. But you know, we're not like trying to get an industry or nothing like that, man. So we're not gonna be like on all platforms. I'll be honest right now. I'm not gonna say that, but we are gonna go on YouTube. We are doing the YouTube because we want to do the lyrics. You know, you can see the lyrics. Like that'll be a little bit more impactful opposed to just listening to it. And some people are more visual and stuff. I mean, Spotify or something like that. You know, we're talking. I mean, but it's right now SoundCloud. We want to make it complete.
SoundCloud is what to do it right now.
Yeah, it's you can go on as a guest. You don't even got to sign up, man. Like it's nothing easier than that. I mean, SoundCloud. I mean, like I don't know. Some people got Apple Music or whatever, but then you're paying for it. I mean, I know you probably you already got the subscription or whatever, but then other people that don't have Apple Music is like now they got to get Apple Music to listen to it. So we want to make it easy to listen to it. You know what I mean? So
all right. We have El Haji Kane, CBL for life. TV for life. All right. And it says, watching my favorite crew while working at Planet Fitness, real hip hop still exists. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Absolutely.
Midnight Custom says, great stuff, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, and I'm going back, just kind of piggyback what Unworthy was saying. Like a lot of the songs, and that's one of the songs that I had picked when I spoke to you, Vice, when I spoke to you earlier. Like that's one of the songs that kind of like struck me. And like I was listening to the car, and as I was listening to the car, I'm like, you know, it's so rare to hear that form of music now compared to what you hear on the radio 24 hours a day, or even like what the kids are listening to. It's like it's really rare now. It's a rarity now. It's kind of feels extinct at times, right? I mean, it still exists because our favorite artists are still around, but they're not around as much as they used to be because we got all these. Because again, right now, what the radio is pumping out is all this stuff. But one of the things that struck me, and this is one of the things I wanted to talk to you, one of the things that struck me about you guys that I love is that there was no profanity, no profanity, and there was like real stuff, and there was a lot of acknowledgement. One of the things that I loved is that there was a lot of acknowledgement. It was like in a hook. I can't repeat the hook, but there was an acknowledgement to women, and how women you got to value. How you gotta value the women and like value like and then also two mentions of mom. There was a mentions of mom and stuff like that. Like you guys and how much you know that to you. Like even like in some of like the intros, it's like that's your passion. That's what you live for. That's what you and that stuff is rare. You don't get that shit nowadays. Like again, so like is that like what so with saying that, how is your creative process when you guys are writing a song. So like you're about to write a song. What are you guys doing in that moment? Like you guys are talking to each other, or like you guys call each other and say, hey, I got this idea, or is it just like a feeling you're having in the moment where you're like, hey, I gotta write this right now, like I gotta, so explain that.
Yeah, I mean a little bit of everything, I guess. But I mean right now, I'm in New Haven. My brother's living in Florida right now, so we're 1,000 miles apart. But yep, we get on the phone, we gotta Skype, whatever we gotta do, man, we got it done. This, I feel with us, like we've been doing it so long, it's a little easier for us. Like, you know what I mean? But the ideas, the ideas, either he comes up with an idea and I write to it, or I come up with an idea, he writes to it. Chorus, either sometimes we come up with the chorus first, sometimes we write first and then come up with the chorus later. But yeah, no, there's so many different ways that we come up with songs. It's crazy. I mean, movies, I love movies too. I mean, I get inspiration from that. You mean books? I mean, other rappers. And listen, there's still good rappers. There's still good rap out there. There's still good hip hop out there.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta find it. And, you know, they're not all up in your face type. You know what I mean? Black Thought, man, that last album he did with Danger Mouse, that shit was fucking fire, bro. He's speaking some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So who are you guys listening to right now? Like you mentioned, like still good hip hop artists from like this day and age and this generation. Who are some artists who are you listening to right now?
From this generation,
from this
right
generation,
now, I mean, J. Cole is probably the closest of this. Kendrick.
Yeah.
They're probably the closest that it gets right now to, you know, to that good old feel. You know what I mean? From
Griselda, I mean, they keep it grimy though. I mean, like Griselda.
Oh, Griselda too. You know,
Buffalo doing big things right now, bro. There's a lot of talent in Buffalo right now.
Yeah. The Fallen that asks a question. He says, y'all perform live? If so, how are the ladies? Have you guys done live gigs? Have you guys like performed live?
You did one.
Yeah. So when we was kids, we did a live. We was in a 4-man group also. 4-man rap group, and then we had a producer from the pop man group. And yeah, we went to a live. It was kind of a shit show, man. But we went to a live. We performed on live TV, and we was kids. I mean, we was 16. I probably was 16, 17. So you probably was like 15 or something like that. And but it was still a good experience. It was still an experience. We look back and we laugh at it now. I got the tape somewhere, man. You know what I mean? We went to radio station. We flowed. We freestyled in a radio station. I don't even know what radio station it was at the time. My boys.
Didn't you recently do like a party or something like that with a friend of yours?
Oh yeah, I did a live band.
Did a little performance.
Okay.
2 songs, man. That was cool. I never did that. I want to do that. That's another group that I'm in. Modern Day Muses with me and my boy Frankie Drew.
Okay.
Yeah, we performed in his backyard and shit. He got some friends that they do the band. They were doing everything a little fast, so I had to kind of rap a little faster, sound like Eminem and shit. But it was cool, man. We had a good I had a good time. It was a good experience, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, we've done ciphers. I mean ciphers, freestyle ciphers after school. You mean like I remember when I was failing in high school because I was barely going to class and shit when I met my wife and stuff. But yeah, we was going to summer school, and in summer school, every time we would come out, it used to be me and my boy Flav, man. You mean my brother used to come by sometimes, but it was me and Flav. They used to call us the beat nuts and shit, man, because I was like practically almost bald and shit, and he used to rock the hat and shit, so he used to look like Juju and Psycho Les. But we used to go outside, we used to start flowing, and it's crazy because every week it'll be like 10 people, the next week was like 20 people, the next week was like 30. Dude, by the time the summer was
out there,
we're gonna miss this shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, so we have performed in front of people, like, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
Now, is that like a nerve-wracking thing? Like, I don't know. How was your first time performing? Because even me, like, I'm you don't have to get me drunk to like do karaoke. Like, I will go on stage. I don't have to fear. I've always said that if anybody ever went karaoke, anybody in the chat that knows me, if you're local, if you ever want to go doing karaoke, just holler at your boy, man. I'll jump on stage. I'll set the shit off for you if you want. But like, I could imagine people even like, I'm saying that because it's silly, but like I could only imagine people who really do it, and like you guys and like even these performers, because even you see like these documentaries and these performers, they're like super fucking nervous, and they're like doing these breathing treatments and all this shit before they go on stage and stuff like that. It's like, how's that feeling? Like, even you, like you said, you've done like performances. Like, how is that feeling going in front of like people, and like what is running through your mind? Like, and how do you calm those nerves down? Like, what do you do?
To me, is how prepared I am.
Okay.
If I'm prepared, I'm not as nervous. If I'm not prepared, I'm gonna be fucking nervous. I mean, that's
all right.
To describe it. I mean, like for that live performance we was doing with the band, my man Frank, he just wanted to go raw like the day of and stuff, and I'm like, no, we were gonna rehearse, right? Like he was like, oh well, yeah, whatever. And shit. I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna rehearse, man, at least for a couple of hours. So we went to their crib and stuff, and we rehearsed and stuff. Good thing that we rehearsed and shit, yeah. But yeah, memorize the lyrics, man. I mean, rapping is not like singing, man. Like there's I don't know how many words you could put in a fucking rap song, but it's way more than fucking singing, you know what I mean, and doing the chorus and stuff like that. So to memorize, I mean, when I was young, I used to memorize a little easier. Right now,
Okay.
I gotta rehearse that shit a little bit. You know
what I mean? Well, with rap, it's not just it's not just singing. Like you also got to be able to keep with the tempo, the beat,
cadence, the delivery, the cadence, the flow. Yeah.
That's why freestyle.
If the DJ gets the beat off, you could be screwed.
Yes. Oh yes. But freestyle, I was all right. I was pretty good at freestyling. Like especially if I get a few drinks in me, I'm just fucking fun. But my brother, man, that's different story, man. He could fucking freestyle. You know what I mean? Like, fucking man, freestyle.
That's what I came up doing.
I may have to hear something at the end of the show. I don't want to put you on the spot. So we got a couple of questions. The Fallen asks, do y'all collect anything? Meaning, do you guys, besides music, is there anything else that you guys have a passion for besides music? So that's a good question because, again, we all venture out in like different things. Like, so is there anything else you guys do besides like music?
Well, I used to collect comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we actually started, with comics. Before there was even music, we used to collect comics. So, like full circle here, you know what I mean?
You just got, that's awesome,
I used to get my allowance and stuff. We used to,
this guy used to make comics. He used to make his own comics.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. He used to make his own comic. I remember he used to make that character Spiral. He used to make his own comics.
Yeah, guy with the metal arms and shit.
The pages, the everything. He wrote out the whole thing. He did like you could flip through it. He made an actual comic book. And he got characters, everything.
Yes. I had the villains and shit. Like,
yeah. That's something. As I was listening to your music, that's something that stuck out to me. Is you guys do have a lot of like pop culture type references, superhero stuff, comic book stuff. So it's nice to know, or that's where it comes from. So
yes.
Your history of reading and stuff.
Yes.
What comics were just to kind of stay ask, like what specific comics were you reading or collecting as growing up? I was
huge in X-Men.
X-Men was the man.
Yeah, Wolverine. I fucking love Wolverine. But Spider-Man. The Avengers.
The Avengers in general. Mainly anything X-Men.
I was fucking X-Men hard though, man. Yeah, man. I used to like the whole how they were mutants and how they didn't get treated, the same as humans and stuff like that. Like all that shit. Like I could kind of relate a little bit to that shit. Like,
our buddy Clint would love to. He's probably like smiling. He probably just grew like another wing because he's a big. And I tell you, when it comes to knowledge, to the knowledge of X-Men, that guy like knows.
Oh yeah, I probably can't fuck with him though.
This dude right there, like forget it. Anything X-Men, like he's like Professor Xavier to us. Like that's who he is. Like, he's like a whole cerebral. But that's awesome, man. But that's good to hear too. Like, cause it's nice to hear like you guys like and then also too like you incorporate that separate hobby and a separate thing that you like, you incorporate it, you add it into your music. Like Unworthy said, there are references to like a lot of pop culture stuff, which is awesome. We got JP Ray is in the house. Finger Red number one.
JP.
When Zilla says Joyner, no said. Yeah, Joyner Lucas is dope. He's an
Oh
amazing.
yes.
We got our homemade Toyota Unlimited says Calvin is about to drop a new hip hop album entitled Country Cop. This fucking guy. He says he says cool. I use that butter. Okay. He says Romeo Santos 50,000 notches. Okay. Cobra Dad says Toy Schmatic, I challenge you to a single. Hey, let's do it. We could do it live. I can know how to hit a high note. So Mariah got shit on me. Bill says Karaoke champ here, faded by this. Hey, listen, man.
Actually, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's Journey's Don't Stop Believe. That's like my go-to song. Like I can sing that shit. I try to hit the high notes and everything on it. But I've even attempted to do the Whitney Houston song from The Bodyguard. I tried to do that once. I did that once on stage, and I sounded like total utter shit. Right? I sounded crazy. But then it was just like one old lady in the front. She was like, "He's good." Like in Coming to America, I was like, "That boy good. That boy good." So yeah,
my go-to song usually, especially if I've had a few drinks, is I always have them throw on B-52's Love Shack. I can do that whole
song. Derek Ager says, if you ever want to put your music CDs out here in Woodsocket, ask Danny Cologne because I'm like his. Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, thank you.
Unworthy N. It says,
cool.
Give Unworthy some Jack and Johnny Cash tracks that he's a good. That's right.
Wrong.
Cobra Dad says, MC Solo Freestyle Blue Oyster. All right. We got a homie Dead Man One. I used to sing in a band. Thank God and below actually was screaming, so I had to use correct word. Okay. Now that we're talking Vice and Links, what's your favorite comic book? Well, that's a good question. What's your favorite comic book? I think you guys.
They already answered that.
But
I think you guys touched that.
X-Men.
There was one particular comic book that I like. Hulk versus Wolverine. It was it a Hulk? It was a Hulk comic. I think it was a Hulk comic.
Yeah, when Wolverine got introduced.
It's either Wolverine. I know the page is ripped and shit. The fucking page is ripped.
The fuck page.
That's one of my favorite comic books. Yeah.
Cobra, here's a one of those plugs here. It's like, have the Chain Bros ever watched the Weekly Habit, the best comics show on IG? Yeah, I highly recommend that show because he's awesome. Check it out. He's a great live guy. He has amazing knowledge of comic books. Great guy, awesome guy. The father says the Puerto Rican Avengers.
Well, we got the Blue Beetle now, man. Hispanic. Well, I don't know if he's I'm not sure, but it's a Hispanic superhero. You know what I mean?
All right. We have Elio Ortiz says supporting the fam since day one. All right, welcome. All right. So like another question of mine is like, so I know we talked about a lot of artists, right? And a lot of artists that inspired you, and then it went from just being inspired by these artists. It's kind of like, all right, these artists have inspired me, but now real life situations inspire me. My life inspires me. Stuff that I've been through inspires me, right? Now, here's a question. If you could open up, all right, let's say you landed a deal, right? Because I wish success on everybody. And I feel like even hearing your music, you guys are talented as hell. And I wish you guys the utmost success. And if you ever pursue it, I'm telling you, I think you got something good going, because this is what kind of the world is missing. And this kind of what the youth is missing out on, is that real in your face about real shit type rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got J. Cole and all this stuff, but do they really listen? No, they listen to all this other bullshit. No disrespect to them, because again, this is their generation. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like our generation, I always try to like respect theirs because it is their generation. This is their music. But like is there, absolutely. So like, is there, if you could, let's say you guys landed a deal, who would you like to open for? Who is the guy or the artist you would like to open for?
Man,
I just put you on the spot.
Wu-Tang would be awesome. I mean, Wu-Tang would be fucking awesome.
Okay.
Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? But I guess I'll try to say somebody more. more recent.
It'd be Nas, or Black Dog, or The Roots, or some shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, going to our era, man. Oh yeah, I can.
I open that and then I let them do their thing. They got a whole band. We go up there, do our thing, and let them take over with that whole with all their stuff. You know what I mean? So that I just open. Yeah.
Unworthy, that's a good question for you. Unworthy, you're a musician. You play music. Who are you opening for?
Probably some cover band of like some obscure country band or some shit. Like not even the real band, like just a shitty country cover band. That's the only people I would ever be able to open for. I couldn't carry a tune in a bucket.
See me, I'm gonna mooch off the famous people like right now. Like if I'm gonna open for anybody with my shitty ass voice, I'm probably gonna open for like Taylor Swift or like Beyonce. I want to open for one of them. So I'm like, although you guys will forget, like you guys are not gonna forget about me because you're gonna remember that shitty singer that before Beyonce came on. Remember that guy? You will never forget about me. So definitely Beyonce or one of those. So we have Mr. Hector Ortiz, Chain Brothas do it all. Yes, absolutely. They do. Aslanda Martin says, hey, what's going on? All right, welcome.
Yes, thank you. As a matter of fact, she gave me this
what you pulling up there, bro?
Cuban cigar.
Okay.
A real Cuban cigar, not a fake Cuban cigar, you mean? So thank you. I'm gonna hit
awesome.
this.
Yeah, absolutely. So my Unworthy, do you have any questions for them, Unworthy?
Actually I do. When you guys are starting to record and you're doing your songs, do you guys make your own beats or do you guys kind of shop around like there's a lot of places online and like on YouTube I know that like they do like royalty free, they sell beats and stuff. Like that's how I got the intro for my song. I bought the beat from a guy on, it was free use, and then I bought the beat, so now it's not on YouTube anymore.
Yes. So when we started flowing, where we was like, serious, if you will, or whatever, trying to make it in the industry or whatever, we had our producers. Had my man Hex. He was probably our number one producer. He was the best one out of all of us, straight up. He had a
Bobby.
My man Bobby, he was part of the group. He was the producer of the group.
Okay.
When we had the Unified Souls, but he passed away. God bless. And then the other guys that we had in the group, Wise Man and my man Flav. My man Wise Man, he also passed away. He got murdered in the streets and stuff. And then Bobby passed away in a motorcycle accident. Half of the group is gone right there, man. So it's like, so we disbanded by default or however you want to call it. So, but me and my brother always have had our group or whatever and stuff. But anyways, going back to the producing, Bobby and Hex was pretty much our main producers. But it was hard because we had a whole squad. We had like our own Wu-Tang, man, and everybody wanted beats. So it's two guys producing for everybody. So it's like you're waiting for a beat, or we share this beat or whatever. So after a while, it just got overwhelming, and for a while, I went to school and stuff like that, and I kind of like pushed my music to the side. I've always put notes and stuff on my phone and stuff like that, but everything changed when I was able to get producers on YouTube. They're real producers just because they're on YouTube. They're like Nasty Loves You. Like he's like he's doing big things. Like he's selling beats because they're making so much more money, I think, online doing this than trying to work for some other bigger producer. Because that's what a lot of these bigger producers now do. They steal smaller producer beats and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Right now, man, we pay for the beats, and we're not even paying for it. That's the only thing with us right now is we're not paying for it for the rights or nothing like that. Like we just lease them, so you might be on something else. Like so that's
now explain that to people that don't understand, because again, I don't know.
And when he says that, he means explain that for him because he doesn't understand.
I don't know shit. Explain that to me in case, because I'm trying to. What I'm saying is I'm trying to be an inspiring artist here.
Yes. So, when it comes to the lyrics, what's written, that's us, 100%.
Okay.
Hands down. Yeah. we're talking about the music. We're talking about the beat. Like, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? The producer, we don't have like, I mean, I know people, don't get me wrong, but then again, I don't want to have to be I don't want to be in somebody's mercy to making music.
Yeah.
I mean, I start making my own beats. I mean, like, yeah, and it takes years for you to really get nice. I mean, not to say I can't do it, but I got a whole lot of, I work and I regular life. It's not like 100%.
Yeah.
So to be able to listen to, just sit there and listen to beats on YouTube, bro, and be like, oh, this is perfect. The art, like my brain.
Because the beat will get you going immediately. Like you listen to the beat, and you was asking earlier, how do we start right into a song or whatever like that. Like once you listen to the beat, like sometimes the beat will get you going. Sometimes you already started writing and you found the beat to what you were writing. There you go. I found the beat. Like we didn't have. It wasn't that easy before. I used to make beats myself, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I couldn't be as consistent with it, and I didn't take it to that other level. Like you said, my friend Hector, he did. He took it to that level, but then, like you said, everybody, so it got to the point where, like, if I could find beats already done, and I could, and I could work with the beat, that's all I need. Because the creating, the writing, the inspiration, we get that automatically. So we just find the beat.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Now, quick question: do you guys play, like, you talked about beats and stuff like that, do you guys play instruments or anything like that? Are you guys?
So it was that because it started the way I started with music. I started rapping too, but I also started making beats like that. So I, like my man Hex, like I feel like we had if he could be here, maybe some later on, we are doing another, bring him on here or something. But
yeah, absolutely.
More like he's told me that we inspired him to make beats and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But he started sampling. That's the thing. He got an MPC and he started sampling. Like me, I was over here with a fucking keyboard, like making beats and shit. Like, you know what I mean? He took it to a whole other level. You know what I mean? So that's the diff. So I don't ever really claim. And then I just started going hard into writing, bro. And I just 100% into writing. You know what I mean? So
that's awesome. Derek Ager asks, Vice and Links, would you ever do music venues? Would you guys ever do music venues?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. Like I said, we live far apart, so it's kind of hard. But we're thinking of doing something.
Maybe we eventually gonna do something for sure. Okay. Yeah, we eventually gonna do something. Yeah.
I mean, now that we got Instagram, it'll be easier to let people know and shit.
No, absolutely. Wenzilla asks, do you ever take a beat you like and arrange it in your style? So, like, I'm assuming he's asking like a beat that, like, maybe a beat that's already existing and just kind of like, because you see a lot of artists do that. They sample beats, right? They take the beats and they kind of like switch them around and make it their own thing. Do you guys do that sometimes? Or
so when the beat that we listen to, it mainly already have the like cuts and the Josh and stuff like that. So I try to like do my verse to that. But sometimes, like my man in the studio, Jonesy, also my man at Jonesy Instagram, Fat Boy Jonesy, get that correct. He's the engineer. He's the one that we go to the studio and produce and record with. He knows how to, like, he will like cut it off, but it'll be like a silent cut off. You know what I mean? It'll be like he bring the beat back or whatever at the time that it's supposed to come back in or whatever. Like, so he can play with it. He can play a little bit. I mean, we could slow it down, we could speed it up. That's you could do that on YouTube, though. I mean, so, but we really haven't played too much with the beats like that. Some beats we had to make them longer because they only came so long. But so some of them we had to make them longer.
In short, we've done that before, but we don't do that now. Like, we've done that before. Like, listen to a sound of a beat and do something or have a beat arranged to what we like. We've done that before, but now we don't. Really.
Okay, so now it's more of just like you guys don't make your own beats right now. You guys, you get the beats, right? And you kind of go off of that.
We're just focused
not for this album, not for this one that we just did right now. For this album we just did. No, we didn't make none of those beats. We bought the beats and either something we had planned, it worked with it, or off of the beat, we worked with the beat. You know what I mean? That's how that went down.
perfect segue about this album you got. So this album you had, and tell everybody the name of the album.
Oh,
You guys with a passion, right? So yeah, I wanted
With
you
a
guys.
passion.
So tell us a little bit, like, what was the inspiration on making this album, and also, what is the difference between this album and all the other music you've done before? What is different about this one?
Well, the first thing that's different right off the bat is that we did this from a distance. You know what I mean? Everything else that we've done it in person. Everything that we've done in the past. This one, it was it's been like years since we had done music together. He was doing his own thing. Life happens, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So we finally got an opportunity to start working together again. And to tell you the honest truth, the title song to the album, the With a Passion, which is the first song on the album, that's the one that kicked it off. Like the actual title track is the one that kicked it off. And if you listen to the lyrics, you'll see how in it we're literally talking about the passion. We're talking about being passionate. That is what drove the rest. That drove the energy. Took off from there. You know. So
because we didn't know the order. We didn't know the order it was the songs was gonna be in and stuff.
No, we didn't know no order. We just started making music. But that one is the one that
it just felt right for that
took off. Yeah. Once we did that one, everything else just started coming.
Yeah.
So it was like one of those things where it's like you made that song, and that song was the one that kind of like just resonated with you guys the most, right? That's kind of the one that. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because it's literally like the song is speaking about how bring the passion back and bring back that good old feel, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like bring back the desire and everything like that. That's literally what we spoke about, and it's what we did. It's what drove the album. Exactly what the song says is what drove what we did with the rest of it. You know, but then obviously after that comes, you know, us incorporating different stuff. We want to do, you know, song where we get into like more in the dedication mode. We get deep. There's a deep song. There's something. Then we're just getting straight lyrical. And then you got the CB4L, where that's probably the one that shows the chemistry the most, because we're going back and forth. So that one shows the chemistry. That one shows how we're able to bounce off each other. You know what I mean?
It's funny actually, because when that one came on, I repeated that one a couple times. I was like, "This is like some Method Man, Redman shit." Like,
okay.
I was like, I dig this.
Yeah. That's kind of what that was. Yeah,
we just went off on that one, man.
Yeah, that was good.
You guys did. The Wenzilla says the Beehive, baby. Yes, absolutely, always. Cobra Dad says I got beats. Okay, Cobra Dad, I appreciate that. Midnight Star says
you could make a song to it, but it's only like 3 seconds.
Midnight Star says, great getting to know you guys. Keep up the good vibes. We'll track your music for sure. That's awesome. Thank you, Midnight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
The Fallen says, do y'all watch Kiss last show, and what do you think of them? Do you guys know who Kiss are?
Yeah,
I know who Kiss is. But I haven't watched the shows now.
I'm a big Kiss fan. I've always been. I mean, obviously,
I see it.
I've always been a big. Yeah, obviously a big Kiss fan. So did you guys? You guys haven't watched the last show or anything like that, right?
No, we seen their suits in what casino?
Yeah.
Hard Rock.
They got some of the suits over there.
He's probably talking about they had like this end of the era show, so like they kind of finished off. Like these guys are old as hell, so they finished off their. I don't want to dwell on it too much because it's they finished off their show. They're kind of like retiring, but now they're doing like avatars, like digital avatars to kind of like digital avatars to kind of do concerts that way, because they can't jump as high as they used to. They can't play as well as they used to. So they have these avatars. It was not too long ago. They actually like had it not too long ago. And let me tell you, going back to comics, these were my guys. These were my comic book heroes right here. Because not only did they play music, but they got a shit ton of women. So I was like, fuck, you can play music, wear makeup, and get girls?
Yeah.
Vico has a great question here. He says, have y'all beatbox effects to make beats? Have you guys done beatbox effects to make beats? That's a great question.
Beats in our head or something like that.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I was a crazy beatboxer.
Yeah, like my man NMDA, the one that was hitting us up earlier. He's gonna be working on some beats. He has some good beats, man. But he does more like that chill, mellow, lo-fi stuff. Check his stuff out. I don't speak for him, but he got some real nice music that you could just like smoke to that shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, but he's probably, hopefully, you know, if he got time or whatever, hopefully he's be able to pull off a beat or two for me for my next project. You know what I mean?
And speaking of beatbox, have you guys ever watched those like battles? Right, they're kind of like rap battles, but it's the guys doing the beatbox, and they take this like one thing and they make this whole fucking song out of it. And I'm like,
that's how this shit started, man.
How does your mouth do that? That sounds so wrong in so many ways to even ask that question. I'm like, like if like I'm like, dude, like how does your mouth do that? Like it's like, bro,
yeah, like Dougie Fresh. I mean, Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh.
With that shit, man.
Yeah.
You gotta see some of his shit. He be doing some. I mean, he'll literally like a beat that you've heard, like he'll do with his mouth, and I'm like, fuck,
it's
like he'll do something with his tongue and with his lips. That he'll do like 3 sounds in one. I don't know what the fuck. Like
they're skinwalkers. They're fucking skinwalkers. Anybody that does a beat that crazy in there with their mouth is a fucking skinwalker. The Fallen has a great question here. I have to showcase this one. He says, finish the sentence. Vanilla Ice is to hip hop as is.
Oh shit.
Vanilla Ice is to hip hop as Cobra Dad is to Instagram Live.
Said hi.
Well, at the time, Elvis was to what? Well, not jazz.
Oh, slow down. Wait, what?
Pause.
Hold on, slow down.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. That the only time I remember even remembering who Vanilla Ice was through the Ninja Turtles movie. That's the only song I ever known or even gave a fuck about. The Golden.
Nah, hold up. Yo, didn't you do like a talent show of Vanilla Ice when you was a kid? Didn't you do like a talent show? Yo, I swear I think this dude did a Running Man and all of that Vanilla Ice stuff on a talent show back in elementary or something like that.
Byz, we got to hear about this, man. Tell us a little bit about this, man. Touch on this, man. I want to hear about this one.
I ain't even bring that up.
Yo, now I know why you were saying he was the Elvis of the whatever you was about to say. Now I know. I got you.
Oh boy.
Yes, okay. I did, man. Yes, I did, man. It's funny. I think like my sisters were saying wanted me to do another song or whatever, and I was like, no, I want to do that one or whatever. And I ended up.
Did you have like the cut up, like the lines and the eyebrows and the whole hair thing going?
I mean, I did the cut up thing afterwards though, when it came back or whatever.
Oh, okay. I remember that was a style once. I remember we used to like do like the little 2 lines, and my dad used to hate that, man. My dad used to like get so pissed off about it. He was like, what was that famous Spanish word? Títere. He used to always say,
yes, títere. That's straight Puerto Rican.
Like you're tough. You're not tough.
Yeah,
the only in the house all day.
Yeah, the only thing I did not ever do is the sagging the pants. I never got that.
No, my parents were like big on that. Like, oh man, even now to this day, I'm big on like my son. There's times where like he like forgot his belt and his pants sag, and I'm like, yo, put your pants up. And I always say, do you want the booty snatchers to get you?
I mean, literally the butt is literally out. Like I'm like, what is this? Like, am I missing something?
No, like my parents were like real big on that, man. Like I was never like, I still to this day wear my shit to my waist, and like I've tried it one time and it's just an uncomfortable feeling.
I mean, I have to wear the belt and cinch it pretty tight because that that 45 will pull it all the way down to my knees if I don't wear the belt. So.
We sound old as fuck, man.
Wenzilla said, going back to NMD says, thank you, brother. Says working on it now. Wenzilla says, if your mother only knew. Toyota Unlimited says Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick created that shit. I'm assuming he's talking about the beatbox. Biz Markie too. Biz Markie was a fucking legend, bro. Toyota Unlimited says I saw Vanilla Ice open for MC Hammer and Vogue. All right, damn, Vogue, you brought it back. I love that Vogue. Suge Hug Vice, his ankles on brow. Okay.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh, damn.
Is that gonna be the new nickname? I hope that don't stick. Vanilla Vice says. I hope that doesn't stick.
Stop listen, Ice back with the brand new invention.
Yeah,
Something
Bill's
grabs
just
a hold.
he's just freestyling here.
Okay. Would it ever stop? It says I
You're
don't
gonna
know.
have the whole lyrics to the song in here by the time this night's over.
Now, fellas, because I got a bunch of questions, so I hope you guys are okay with the bunch of questions that I'm asking. Oh, Worthy, do you have any other questions before I ask any?
No, you go right ahead. I got some, but you go right ahead.
All right. One question I ask is, what message are you trying to give out through your music? What is the message you're trying to put out? Because that's very important, right? The reason I ask that is because, again, going back to the music now, right? We get a lot of there's times where I can't even put the radio on and even listen. I mean, I listen to a lot. I'm not gonna lie. There's times where there are a lot of catchy songs out, but even then, being in the car with my children, I can't listen to a lot of the songs now, right? I can't listen to a lot of the songs because of the stuff that they say, and that's not the example I kind of want to show for them. I kind of feel bad sometimes too, because it's like, damn, I really love this Cardi B song, but I can't fucking listen to it. My kids are in the car, so they gotta. So, but what message you guys? Because again, you guys are cut out of basically out of the past, right? You guys bring a lot of this old school. Like Unworthy said, you guys bring a lot of this old school type flavor to it, where it's kind of like I told you, it kind of sounded like I got a lot of Mobb Deep feel to it. I got a lot of that kind of feel to it, right? So or even Unworthy said, Redman or Method Man type vibes. What message do you guys bring? What message do you guys want to give to the people that listen to your music?
Well, definitely that. Excuse me. That the whole shooting and all that shit ain't cool. That shit ain't cool anymore. You mean selling drugs, same thing. In my album, the project that I got coming up, I talk a little bit about the streets and stuff like that. But in a lot of things, I talk like I'm a character too. You know what I mean? And if I'm speaking about something, dude, I'm selling drugs and I'm playing that character. And at the end, that's the message, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. Yeah. We don't ever try to
glorify it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is cool, whatever, which is what
you want to acknowledge that it is a part of life. It does happen. But you don't want to glorify it.
That's where I sold drugs, man. I got locked up. That's what my kids changed my life. I got shot at a few times. I got mugged. I got guns put in my head, bro. I got stories for days. You know what I mean? So, not in certain situations I probably shouldn't have been there too. It's just, also, you mean, but it's just also the environment that I came from. So for me not to not have that in my music, that's not me. Then what the fuck, you know what I mean, so. But yeah, I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, Luke's.
Nah, just simply musically, I will say write some stuff, write something with feeling, write something that you actually feel. You know what I mean? To whoever's making music and creating music, write stuff with some substance.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. As opposed to just, I mean, and I think now really hip hop's come a long way. So there's a lane for everything now. You got drill music, you got trap music. It's I knew that hip hop would spread, because think about singing, before there was country music, before there was this type of singing, that whatever R&B, which it was just singing. You know, that's it. Yeah. And then it evolved. So you knew hip hop, rap was gonna do it eventually. So there's lanes for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But the root is still gonna be the root, and the core of hip hop, it's still gonna be what it is.
Absolutely.
Write some stuff with some significant, that has some substance to it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's it, and do it with a passion. You know what I mean? That's it.
That's awesome. Cobra Dad asks, this is a great question. You kind of stole my question. It says, where did the name Chain Brothas come from? Where did that name come from? Perfect. Where that name? Where do you guys come up with your name?
Yeah, I mean, it's the link. I mean, it's me and my brother. I mean, it's
connection.
So yeah, so it's the connection, the link. That's pretty much what they. And that name, you know, I don't know, we was pretty.
That
young.
go way. Yeah, we were young. We were young. We just kept it because everybody already knew Chain Brothas.
Yes.
Yeah. Chain Brothas, the connection. You know.
We have a couple questions here. Oh, they're making fun of me. It's like I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say I really like the Cardi B song. I'm really, guys. If you guys know me, I'm trolling the shit out of you right now.
No, he's not. When he picked me up in New Jersey, that's all he would play was Cardi B. I
was playing bongos in the car with Unworthy. I was playing bongos. Unworthy's like, dude, you want to turn this shit on? I'm like, hell no, it's my shit. Ron, what's up, buddy? Diggs Figs has a question. He said, as a casual hip hop enthusiast, can any of you guys answer an age-old question I have? Who let the dogs out?
DMX let the dogs out. DMX let the dogs out. That's who let the dogs out. DMX.
Where my dogs at?
Yeah, he let the dogs out. Shit.
You think it's a fucking game?
That guy, his fucking music, like that, even now, like you play a fucking DMX track and that shit gets you. That's like what DMX song is like to a not a rock song, but one of those bashing songs where like mosh pit songs. That's what a DMX song is, right? Like it gets you fucking like I'm ready to like fucking like put a chain around my neck. I'm like, hurt, and like,
DMX is one energy and he's at 100. He's at 100 all the fucking time. Yeah.
He didn't have any other speed. It was just
it was 100 all the time. Yo. Oh yeah.
His energy was a whole another level. He had a whole vibe.
Yeah, man. I mean, there was one time he was performing on stage and he was fucking crying and shit, bro. Like flowing, bro. Like doesn't get any more passionate than that, bro. Like, I mean, that's fucking crazy. Like, I mean.
So let me ask you guys a question right quick. Let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you guys listen to hip hop, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's a regular barbershop question. What's your top 5 of all time?
Woo.
Of all time, ooh.
Dead or alive, you know.
Top 5. Wow, that's a good
I
one.
can go. I mean, I'm gonna lump a few in one because they are in a group, but I would say in no particular order.
No order. Just throw 5 out there.
I listen to Slaughterhouse quite a bit, which is like Joe Budden, Royce the 5'9", Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye. Like I listen to those. I listen to all the country, mood music and the Bar Exam sets from Royce 5'9" and Joe Budden. They're like some of my most favorite mixtapes to listen to.
Hell yeah.
So I'd put all of those guys in one spot because I listen to them in rotation quite a bit. I don't really have anybody that's a new artist, but I know I listen to a lot of like Tech Nine.
Who's that? Tech Nine.
I listen to a lot of Tech Nine. Yellow Wolf, I listen to a lot of him still. He's not for everybody if you're not into like the more country type hip hop. He's not for everybody. Definitely. I will put one person in order. No, number one person would probably have to be Nas. I mean, I still listen to the Illmatic album all the time.
That's also my one. Yeah, that's
I would definitely put him as number one.
Yeah, agreed.
How about you, Danny?
Okay.
Top 5. Well, five in no order, right?
Just throw 5 no order.
Big is my number one. He's always going to be my number one. He's always going to be my number one. I have his albums. That's my number one. After him, I really, believe it or not, I really love before like after G Unit the game, that documentary album. Like for some reason, there's something about about that album. It was beautiful. It's such a beautiful album. Like I feel like if he would have stuck to just that, even if he departed, right? If he was stuck to what he did and allowed people to kind of just like, and didn't just I think that album was fucking him. Again, it showed with all the fucking money it did, all the fucking, it won, like double platinum or something like that. It made a shit ton of money. Beautiful album. Like that. I would say Game when he was in G Unit, not Game after G Unit. Game in G Unit, it was to the point where
after G Unit, all he did was lip service and name drop people.
I love that album so much,
that like I was an East Coast guy wearing fucking my red and black Chuck Taylors in my khakis. Like I was in fucking the West Coast and shit. Like that motherfucker.
That's all good. I could relate, but I will say Tupac. Like with the whole West, what you're saying, I can relate, but I will say Tupac with my West Coast, West Coast feel.
I love Tupac. I love Tupac, and I got a lot of respect for his music. But growing up, for me, Biggie was he was my East Coast champ. That was my East Coast.
No, I feel that.
He was always my East Coast guy.
I think like a lot of people that like Biggie can't put Tupac in their top 5, and vice versa. A lot of people that like Tupac, I like them both. I like them both. I wasn't part of the fucking war.
Yeah, the media created the whole East and West.
It was blasphemy. It was blasphemy to ever put Tupac. I love Tupac, but it's like I could never look at my friends and be like, I'm from the East Coast. Tupac. I'm like, no. I could never. No. Listen, all respect to Tupac. I just never resonated with. Again, I was.
No.
Biggie was my East Coast guy. That was my guy.
I get
Another guy. So I got, and this is any order. So if I want to put somebody at number 2, I'm gonna say Big Pun, because this was a artist who was Latino, who was a fucking animal with his lyrics.
Yes, sir.
Fucking. It's scary. It's scary. It's kind of scary to think of how great he was, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and I think too also that one of the things I love how much pride I had that he was a Latino that could flow as good as he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Big Pun was one of my guys. So Biggie, Big Pun, the Game, in G Unit, Game. That was my guy.
Yeah.
Fucking Eminem. I love Eminem to this day. I could never. Eminem will always be a topic of conversation for me in any conversation about hip hop. Eminem is always going to be the topic of conversation. Yeah. And last that was 3 I just said.
No, that's 4.
That's 4. I think.
And then last but not least, I love Kendrick Lamar. I love Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is just a phenomenal artist. And like you guys said earlier, his flows are a lot of like he kind of modernized a lot of like the old stuff to kind of make it into like new. Where even like the youth now, like some of the youth now kind of respect that, like, right? They're like they talk about, like, again, he's somebody to talk about, right? J. Cole's another one. Of course. J. Cole could be added into that, and like Wenzilla said, Joyner Lucas is another one. Like, it's another phenomenal artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's so many, but like at top 5, those would be my top 5. And again, it's reasons like people are thinking like, well, the Game. Why would you add Game? It's like, again, that documentary album was so fucking good. Like, I bought that one, and I bought the collector's version, and I had, like, I'm telling you, I thought I was from the West Coast. And I was walking around doing like
you were throwing all sorts of stuff up.
Forget it. I had my shit going. I was like Baby Joker walking out the fucking house like this shit. And that fucking out, like, the Game. Listen, when the Game came out, when that documentary, when that album came out, that album was fucking crazy, fucking crazy. So those are my top 5. Those, and that's not. Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, there's no right or wrong answer, man. That's the thing about it. It's subjective. There's no right or wrong answer to your top 5. It's your top 5. You know what I mean? There ain't no right or wrong answer.
You heard what
I was just curious.
My top 5, goddamn it.
Yeah, it's your top 5. Hey.
Now, what are your top 5s? Now, you talked about us.
I put Nas number 1.
Okay,
and
Nas
then
is number 1.
The rest of the heads, I'm not even gonna give it an order, but I would say KRS, Rakim. Okay. Because they come from that era that there won't even be a Nas if there wasn't a Rakim. You know what I mean? And there won't even be a Big Pun if there wasn't a KRS. You know what I mean? So that's why I would probably say, Rakim. And I would throw, honestly, like, overall career-wise, man, I think if there's such thing as a master MC, like a master lyricist, Black Thought would be that.
Yeah,
that dude
I agree.
Is a master lyricist. Man. Like, he is. So I throw him in my 5 because he doesn't miss. Anytime he get on anything, he doesn't miss. Yes. So I would throw him in there, and I would throw Big Pun in there, but like I throw Black Thought in there just because Black Thought got a lot more. His catalog is a lot more. The roots and solo stuff. That's why I would throw him in there. And then here we go. Here's where the dark's gonna get thrown at me because this whole Biggie Tupac shit. You know what I'm saying? But I will put Tupac in there just because I feel like Tupac. There's never been. I think to this day. There still hasn't been a rapper with as much passion as Tupac put behind the microphone.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So 100%. For that, from that perspective, the closest that it probably gets is DMX. Like DMX was passionate as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Agree with you. I could agree with you, and safely now because I'm an adult. When I was younger, I could never. I could never. When I was a kid growing up, and if you talked like we would talk about, and they were like, "Motherfucker, ain't you from the East Coast?" I was like, "Yeah, right. What the fuck? I ain't listening to that West Coast." Here the game comes and drops a fucking album, and I'm up here doing all this shit. But you're absolutely right, dude. Like I agree with you 100%, dude. Absolutely. All right.
Vice, what's your top 5?
I gotta put Nas number 1.
Okay. Great choice.
Black Thought. Thought. The Jizza Genius, man. That's one of my top. Yeah, that's one of my top dudes right there.
There's the thing that with Wu-Tang, like there's a bunch of dudes I can pick up.
I know.
They cancel each other out. Yeah, they all cancel each other out, man.
Yes, it's tough. Yeah, that's a whole rabbit hole.
As a group, they're number 1. How about that? As a group, they're number 1.
Yes. Common and Talib, they're like right
Common,
there.
Common, man. I love Common, man. Mm-hmm. I fucking love Common.
Right there, man. I mean,
yeah.
And Tupac, man. Tupac and Biggie, same thing, man. They're like
one in the same sometimes.
Yeah,
people, right?
Biggie
Where
was
it's like
lyrical, but Tupac when he said you felt that shit, man.
Yeah,
like, man. Like especially when I was young too when I used to listen to Tupac, so it's a little different. Like it's also like when did you hear this person? Like where in your life were you when you heard this person? That matters a lot. I mean, so
I think Biggie. How about that? I think Biggie was going to be the fucking
Biggie
best. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that he wasn't. I'm just saying, like, if you look at he really had 2 albums. Well, 3, because one of them was a double album. Then everything after that was just stuff they formed, they put together. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really albums he made. He made the Ready to Die and then the double album. So we call it 2, 3 albums, whatever you want. You know what I mean? But like Tupac, in the same amount of time, or maybe Tupac started earlier, but just at the same age, they basically died at 25. They were young as hell.
Yeah.
Look at how much Tupac had done already and all of his shit. So that's why I would just say that. And if we're talking about lyrical, Biggie was way better a lyricist than Tupac is a lyricist.
I mean,
but he didn't have the fucking passion that Tupac had behind that shit.
He didn't have the energy. He definitely didn't deliver with the energy.
Well, he was great. He was a great.
He was gonna be Jay-Z. He would have been Jay-Z right now.
Yeah, he would have been Jay-Z. Jay-Z took over. Yeah, he would have been Jay-Z.
I kind of feel like a hypocrite because I talk to my kids and I'm like, oh, this music nowadays, if you'd have listened to the music I listened to back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I always mention Biggie. I always say Biggie was my number 1 and shit. But if you think about it, right? You had Tupac who really talked about real shit, but then you had Biggie who was the life of the party and shit. And
he could give you anything.
Like, who gives a fuck? Like, I was growing up like, who gives a fuck about real life shit? I want to be the guy in the fucking boat with, just like cruising around like I'm the monster. I was that guy. Like, I don't know. There was just something about his music and the way he flow, and then it just felt good. Like anytime you hear a Biggie song, like you have no choice but to like. I mean, again, like even like in the going back to comics when they played Hypnotized in the Into the Spider-Verse, or like, you know what I'm saying? Into the Spider-Verse, the movie with Spider-Man. Like the fact that they even threw that song in there, like the whole time I was like, if I love the movie, I love the movie even more the minute they put it. I was like, favorite movie. I'm a Marvel fan.
It's crazy you say that because see, like if one of our songs end up in some shit like that, like a score to a movie or opening of a show or something like that, one of our songs, bro, there's more money into that shit than getting a fucking deal, bro. Like, I'll do some
deal, man. Even if I was to make music,
I'm not gonna be traveling, touring and shit. Like I'm not. I ain't doing that. Like, right? I mean, the way my life is now, man. Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty decent career like right now, so like, it'll be kind of idiot for me to jump there. You mean? But hey, listen, it's up to the people. You mean? Hey, y'all feel a song, you know, play it.
It's okay to love who you love, like whoever resonates with you. Now, honestly, who resonates with me right now, currently, because Biggie ain't around again. It's been years. Who I could actually follow and listen to right now, like all the time. Like I'm just like everywhere. Like I tried to listen to a lot of the new stuff now. Like I love the Migos. Like I love the Migos.
Yeah.
I bought their albums. I was big on it. I was you should see me. I was like,
yeah. Those guys don't even say anything. Come on, man.
I was with the dances and everything in the house. Like I was all into it. Like I was big on the Migos. Like I really love like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD had great. My daughter's a big Juice WRLD. She loves Juice
that
WRLD.
One asshole's name. He does the panda. Like, what are you doing? He's got a song. My daughter played this song. It's like it's called Timmy Turner, and I swear to God, that's all he says. Timmy Turner.
Yeah. The crazy shit about him, he could flow. You know what I mean? Juice WRLD could fucking flow. That's the crazy shit about it. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, listen, when you're in the industry, man, it's different, man. Is whatever gets you paid, bro. It's a business. You know what I mean? That's different. That's why we want to do our music the way we want to do it. You know what I mean?
I do what I want to do, how I want to do it.
Absolutely. We got a couple answers here. So Wenzilla says M Up Church, Jeezy, Jelly. Okay. Wenzilla, that had Hurricane Games. Biggie, Tupac were both overrated. Yeah, I said.
Okay.
You can't come to the east side.
Careful. Don't come out the house tonight.
It's subjective, man.
Old Dirty Bastard, KS1, Biggie, Eminem, Be Real, and Humpty. All right. Much respect, that man just said his old age.
Oh my God.
What's up, Shoot? How you doing, buddy? Cobra Dash says E40, Cameron, Tupac, Kendrick, and Nas. Okay.
Cameron, that's the name I haven't heard in a long time.
Tribe Called Quest, Jurassic 5,
groups.
Outkast, BC. All right, okay.
Oh, and he named two of my groups. If we're going groups, I go Wu and Outkast for sure.
Outkast is good. LL, KRS-One, Public Enemy, Gangstar. Okay. Nobody. You know what, Wenzilla? Fuck that. I was jamming the fucking Ja Rule back in the day. I was jamming the Ja Rule.
That was the club stuff though, man.
But then 50 came and fucked it all up. 50 came and fucked it all up and just sold me a dream. When I tell you I was big, I was Murder Inc. all the way. 50 Cent show up, and then I started buying G.
What you're saying, I can't help but notice you jump a lot of bandwagons here, is what you're saying.
I'm a bandwagon like a motherfucker. For real. I was on Murder Inc. all the way. I was like, what would I be?
And that G Unit. You went from Murder Inc. to G Unit.
Soon as G Unit dropped and 50 Cent dropped that album, I said, fuck Ja Rule. I would G Unit now. I was the worst. I was the fucking worst. I'm telling you, the only thing I did not own of G Unit was their sports bra. That's the only thing I didn't own. I owned the sneakers. I had the fucking spinner fucking belt buckle. I had the shirts. I had the I had it all. Like, you thought I was a part of fucking G Unit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was part of the motherfuckers too. We got Derek Edgar says Nas. He says DMX, Big Pun, Pop Smoke. Okay. And my number one, go Eminem. Yeah, Eminem is.
I'm surprised by how often Eminem lands on people's top 5 or like their number one list. Like, I don't dislike the guy. I have several of his albums, but like I never really consider him as like, if I'm wanting to listen to hip hop, he's not exactly who I go to. I don't. Yeah. If I want to listen, it also depends, I guess, what I'm in the mood for. If I'm wanting something that's a little bit more fast paced and chopping, like I'm definitely going with Tech Nine. I'm going to listen to him. I can listen to all the Tech Nine collabo albums, and it's like it's all like that speedy, quick shit. I love it.
Eminem is weird. Like, I give him a shot. Like, and here and there he'll drop a good fucking song, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But it's just weird. Like most of his album be on some shit. Yo, he says dick more than any fucking rapper I know. Dick is dick.
that?
Eminem.
Who? Oh, right.
Eminem. You listen to his albums, though. He fucking dick. Like that's all he talks about. Like, it's weird.
Okay.
Like, but no, he's a good MC, man. He's
no, he's a good MC.
With a lot of
he'll destroy you, man. Like, you know what I mean? So
a lot of those dick comments and a lot of those dicks and a lot of careers.
I would. I remember back HBO did like this little special where it's like they did like this freestyle thing. I can't remember what it was called, but they had like artists come in and they did like this one-on-one, like the battle type thing where they would have all these freestyle artists go up against each other. And I remember they kept on teasing somebody from like the Shady Aftermath camp was going to be there. And I was like, oh man, I pity the motherfucker that has to get on stage and battle against Eminem. Yeah. But then it ended up being Joe Budden. And it was like, oh, well,
fuck Joe Budden.
He's a hell of a rapper, but he is not a freestyle. Joe Budden.
Yeah.
Elio, listen, Elio, I don't want to skip any. I see everybody else's comment, but Elio Ortiz has mentioned a rapper who deserves so much credit. I cannot believe I didn't even think of even putting him on my top 5.
Nah, there's a lot.
Busta Rhymes.
Yo, I like that. I like that he said that.
Can you not mention Busta Rhymes? Busta Rhymes is a talk.
Nah,
like that is one guy.
He's probably like 6.
No, I like that he said that because when you were talking about Eminem and Tech 9 and the fast rap, if I want my dose of fast rap, that's who I'm going with. Busta Rhymes could do that fast stuff. He could go crazy. And also performing. When it comes to performance, Busta Rhymes. To this day, I haven't watched a Busta performance. I've seen it on live. But I haven't watched it live.
I've seen it online.
He's a show. He is a show.
Yes. Wait. I don't want to. I'm not making fun. I promise. So nobody gonna say Drake and Kirk Franklin. Hey, sis. Hey, Kirk Franklin. No, are you serious? Come on, sis.
You know better. You know better, Amber.
That's good.
Oh man. Hey. I believe this is my boy. Yeah, he says J. Cole and Kendrick. All right, yeah, I heard you. Yeah, whatever you say. Good choices. Good choice. That's my boy.
So if you guys, we talk about favorite artists. Have you guys gone to many concerts and who has been your favorite rap show to go to?
Oh, damn.
My favorite concert that I watched live, and yes, we go right back to the same thing here. the best live show I seen.
Full circle.
Yeah, it's still them. I mean, you know what? I seen the Nas concert. I seen the Wu-Tang. I seen Ghostface by himself, like his own concert. But the Wu-Tang one is because I have no clue what they're gonna do when I go to the show, right? And they do exactly what I think that they should have done. Right? Okay. They all come out one by one, mind you. They all got solo albums and stuff like that. So first, one dude comes out and plays like a song of his stuff, come out to smoke and stuff, and does his stuff. Then he goes to the back. Then one of the songs hit from the other guy. He come out to smoke. You know what I'm saying? They go one by one, and then eventually freaking Triumph comes out, and they all come out together. These dudes just blew it out. They did it They did it how I would do it if I was fucking coordinating that shit.
Yes.
When's it? Go ahead.
I went to Toast Plays. I watched Nas separate and Wu-Tang separate. That's close because it's so small. You're right there, like right in front of them and shit like that. I mean, you're not seeing them as ants. I mean, so that was a cool experience. You know?
Unworthy, have you been at any concerts? Have you seen any not hip hop artists, but what was the last concert you went to?
I used to go to a lot of concerts before I had my sons. I've always said the number one concert is the tie. The two best concerts I ever went to. I went to see you guys probably won't know who it is. It's Garth Brooks. I went and saw him in Buffalo. He's a country singer. And it's only because he put on a 5-hour show. He just kept on coming out and doing encore after encore. I was drinking those big 24-ounce beers because that's all they sold in the stadium. And I was lit the fuck up, drunk, just on my seat, screaming, singing all these songs because it was such a hell. He just put on a hell of a show. But also the best concert, like the tie, I went to the Home and Home tour with Jay-Z and Eminem. I can't remember what year it was. When they went on tour together, I went and saw the one in New York City, and that was the craziest fucking show I ever went to. They had so many people. Like Eminem was the opener for the New York wing, and then I think he, you know, he was the headline for the Detroit because they only did the 2 shows. But like Eminem came out and he had, you know, Dr. Dre came out with him, 50 Cent came out with him, D12 came out with him, Royce the 5'9" came out with him, and then like 50 Cent came out and they did kind of like a whole intermission that was just 50 Cent, and then he brought out the rest of the guys from G Unit, and then Lil Wayne came out and Drake, and they did Forever with, and then Kanye West did some songs, and then it led into Jay-Z's set. It was a ridiculous concert. It was such a great time. And same thing, by the time Jay-Z closed out his set, I was so fucking drunk I hardly have any idea what was going on anymore.
Unworthy, me and you're gonna have to hit up a hip-hop concert one day. Maybe we'll hit up a game concert. We'll just go and just be like walk in.
Actually,
and just do the whole...
you know, surprisingly put on a really good concert because he puts out shitty albums is Rick Ross. Rick Ross had a really good show. Like, I don't really
he put on what city albums?
He's not all that great. I mean, that's my
he's
opinion.
good in features. Like when they feature him, I don't know.
He's good. Yeah, he's all right.
He steps up. I think he raps depending on who he's rapping with.
Yeah,
like if he came out on a Raekwon album. I heard him on Raekwon album. He came out on one of his songs and he stepped it up. He knew he on this song with Raekwon and he stepped it up. He rapped at a whole different level. I'm like, is this Rick Ross? Who the hell? He kicked it. So he raps depending on the level he rapping with.
There's a lot of ghostwriters out there. Oh, hold on, my shit die over here.
Yeah, I mean he's not that great. Like his albums aren't that great. But when I saw him, he was like the co-headliner on a tour or a show I seen with Lil Wayne. And like Rick Ross, he way outperformed Lil Wayne. Like we went thinking Wayne was going to have the best set of the show, but like Rick Ross was out there. He tore the whole fucking building down before Lil Wayne even came out. It was like he probably went backstage and handed him the microphone. He's like, "You're a top that kid," you know.
Rick Ross make us big guys, big heavy set guys.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I feel good. Anytime Rick Ross come on, I feel like I was like, I could take my shirt off too, and you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Now I understand the whole Biggie Tupac thing a little more now. I get the whole Biggie Tupac thing now.
We got some questions here. It says, what do you think about Dusty Locate? Okay. What do you guys think? Wenzilla says, if got tech. My son says Polo G. Okay.
Who is? I don't even know half of these people you're saying.
Oh, son, stop it. Let's go to bed. That's my kid, by the way. What do you think of Dusty Locate? Yeah, it's my kid. Yeah.
Dusty
I don't know who Dusty Locane is. You keep on going over there. You're not giving him a chance to answer.
What do you think of Dusty Locane?
No.
I was like, I don't know. Skip.
I gotta say, I don't know. Not that I can. Not off the top of my head. You know what I mean?
All right.
Because my kid be listening to a lot of stuff too, and then sometimes I'll be like, "Yo, damn, what's that?" You know what I mean? And he listens to all types of shit.
You know what's crazy? Sometimes my kids will listen to something, and I'm like, "This is trash," but then after they walk away, I'm like, "This song is good. I like this shit. This song is fucking good." What we got? Dick says, would you guys sample any Andre 3000?
Oh snap! Wait, you can't mess with Andre 3000. That's a legend, man. He's doing flute. He did an album just playing flutes with no lyrics, no nothing. He's just playing flutes.
Oh shit!
He's just playing like wind instruments.
Oh shit!
Ember Cleancy says, "Stop." Hey, listen, sis, I gotta give it to you. That song is dope. It's a guilty pleasure song. I agree.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I give it to you. It's a good song. Favorite concert is Llama Cool J, and I'm going to Tati. Is that Llama? Who the hell is Llama? Says LL Cool J, and okay, that's awesome.
Nice.
Here we go. And then Toyota Limited says on the same plenty shows of Wu-Tang, Public Enemy, LL. Hammer, but Soul Assassin tour with Cypress Hill. House of Pain, and
Oh,
Funk-
Soul
okay,
Assassin.
shit.
That's pretty good.
Y'all saying y'all whole
Yeah.
age, you
Yeah.
citizens.
Hey.
Hey, they just dropped the Soul Assassins.
There's a lot.
Yeah, they just dropped the new one.
Not
Yeah.
bad. He's a great, but he's some gems. Yeah, I agree. Cobra Dad says I seen Tribe Biz best.
Ooh, Fuji's, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Fuji's,
Awesome. Cobra Dad says Raw has someone forgives I don't. Cutthroat says, what about Snoop Dogg, Dr. Yeah, yo, dude, those are great guys. Yeah,
No, of course, those are legends, man. I mean, yeah, I mean,
you're not gonna hear Danny supporting them because they're West Coast, though.
Hell no.
No, Snoop Dogg probably makes my top 20.
I love those guys, man.
Makes my top 20.
Listen, the old Danny, back in the day, Danny would have been like, hell no, East Coast all day, baby. Bad boy for life. I would have been doing the whole but like, nah, hell no. I love all those guys. Wenzilla says Tech 9 and nothing. Okay.
Yeah, no, I said Wenzilla, I said Tech 9. I said I listened to all of that. Come on.
Tech 9. It says Lil Wayne is overrated.
Lil Wayne got better. No, Lil Wayne got better throughout the years, though. I mean, when he came out, he straight up, I don't even know what the fuck. Yeah. But
when he was with the Hot Boys.
Boys Hood. Hard to talk about. Sit, pull a card, no one in life, but legit, don't quote my boy because he Vico right here is Vico's just gonna Nick Cannon Wilson on the side. Vico, I'm not gonna lie to you,
Will
Vico.
Smith.
I was coming to Miami and that whole album.
Summertime.
I was listening to fucking. I wasn't even listening to Summertime. That wasn't even the song I liked. As soon as fucking Men in Black came out,
it was
like,
Jiggy.
I had my I was doing the whole alien. I was doing the whole alien dance. I was doing all this shit.
No, Adam, rest in peace. He used to like that song.
Yeah, he did.
Two of us that sample.
Yeah.
Redzilla says Blake. Now, I have a game for you guys set up for you guys. But before I begin my game, one of my final questions to ask you guys is, what message for anybody, if it's young folks, like my son's in the chat, right? Somebody that wants to start doing music, right? Whether it's hip hop, rock and roll, whatever it is. What advice as artists, right? Because you guys, despite, I know you mentioned that it's not something that you're trying to like become, it's something that you have a passion for, but right now it's not something that you're trying to pursue to make it bigger, which is crazy to me because you guys are fucking talented as hell. Like I'm telling you,
a lot. I mean, I know.
It's great music. Like, what advice would you give like somebody that wants to pursue music and even do like go? You guys could take turns, whatever. Whoever wants to start.
You want to go or
yeah. No, just focus on the music first. It's all about the music. Like, forget about the social media. Forget about like. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, when you're trying to make it in the industry, you need all this. Don't get me wrong, but do the music first. I mean, without the music, you have nothing. Like, focus on that. Don't start getting into the social media and then trying to make the music, and now you just because you're trying to meet a certain
you're trying to sound like something. Like make the music. Yeah,
work on your shit. Take your time. Right now, dudes drop album every fucking every week they drop an album and shit like that. Dude, like it's your brain doesn't work that fast, bro. Like it's just you need time to do something good. Like but yeah, that's pretty much my advice. I mean,
okay.
I would probably say, in short, I would say, like, don't let nobody put you in a box. You know what I mean? Like, if you got different ways of delivering or different ways to coming about what you're trying to say, like, don't feel like every song that you have to freaking force yourself to be the most lyrical miracle person in every single song. You know, if this song you're trying to say, you're trying to speak about something more real to your life and you ain't gonna be as lyrical or as aggressive, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You could, because some people shy away from that. Like, it's difficult for them because they create this whole thing about them that everything has to be snappy, everything has to be dancing, everything don't gotta be a particular thing. If you feel a certain, do that. You know, don't let nobody put you in a box like you're supposed to sound like this. Nah, you sound like you do what you do, how you do it. You know what I mean? That's it.
That's awesome.
That's good advice. Don't worry about being the next so-and-so. Be the first you.
Yeah, exactly. Yup. Be you. Don't be so-and-so. Be you.
And you're hearing it from two talented ass fucking guys, because I'll tell you, the Chain Brothas is what it is. I'm telling you that their music. If you are not checking their SoundCloud out right now, checking their album right now,
listen,
do it now.
Do yourself a favor and put Grit on repeat, because that fucking shit goes hard.
Yeah, you like that one.
The one with the Lockless Monster comment and all that. Like, I'm a big horror fan, so anytime I hear shit like that, I'm like,
monstrous.
I'm like, that's my fucking theme now. I feel like a fucking wrestler. I'm ready to come out and just put my title on.
when I was listening and Grit came on, I kept on replaying that one, and I was getting fucking. Driving off work. I'm like getting right into it.
Yeah,
and when you
definitely that energy track.
You ain't got the stones to wear the infinity going. I was like, whoo, I am going into the next store and I'm fucking somebody up.
I'm glad you caught that line, man. I'm glad you caught that line.
Yeah. That song is my favorite.
When Zilla says Attic already has chambers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cobra Dad asks, Lynx, would you go solo for a Fat Million deal?
Wait, what?
Would you go solo for a Fax Million deal? I heavily doubt.
Give you $1 million.
They give you $1 million to go.
Nah.
That's his brother, man. Hell no.
Nah,
no. Listen, he has a solo track in there, and it kind of gives you a taste of what he got too. You know what I mean? Like,
no. Oh, well, that was also one of my questions. I wasn't gonna ask that. I was gonna say, like, have you guys done like solo projects? Have you guys?
It's coming.
Everything in this album is calculated. Everything
it's coming.
It goes there. You know what I mean? Like, this is not shit being thrown around and shit like that. I mean, certain things were tough, like the Monstros song. That shit was tough, man. We got my pops on that song. In the fucking
my dad is on that song,
dude.
Yeah, he's the one going. People some Monstros, but it's hard to hear him because he's kind of overlapping with me. That's why at the end we kind of leave him by himself doing that shit. Yeah, that's 72 years old. You know what I mean? God bless.
Hey, shout out to Pops, man. If he's watching this, watching this play,
Pops.
Shout out Chain Brothas Pops, man.
Yeah.
Hey, bendición. Viejo. So, fellas, so
no, but that song was a little tough to make. You know what I mean? That's what I was.
I got you. All right. So listen, fellas, for every show, we usually like to do like something fun and exciting. So I came up with a game, and the game is basically, it's called Toy Addicts Present Guess That Rapper. So again, I have a special game for you. And
are you gonna show off your karaoke skills and start spitting some bars? And we gotta guess who said them.
I don't have. Listen, you don't want me to drop a 16 right now because the shit's gonna go.
I would actually love to see you drop a 16.
Don't worry. Next Legion's Con we go to, just give me a couple of drinks. Trust me, I'll get a mic and we're gonna be in the middle of the head. You do the beatbox and I'll just rap. We're gonna just put a basket. Maybe they'll give us money. We'll buy a shit ton of toys after. So the game is Toy Addicts Guess That Rapper. So the premise, basically the game is, I cropped a photo of an album, and you just guess who the album is. It doesn't right or wrong answer, and then I had the correct answer. So just and again, you'll probably get them, you probably don't. Doesn't matter, but it's just fun. So we're gonna start out with the first cropped album. So guess that album.
Make it right easy.
Nas. That's Nas. It was written, or no, not it was written. That's
Who's the artist?
Or is that
it's Nas?
That's Nas. That's Nas. Yeah.
That's your final answer.
Yeah, that's my final answer.
Correct. It is Nas. It
was written. Yeah, I was right.
All right. Next one. This is kind of obvious. So the next one is this one.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Obviously, I'm gonna crop the booty, the doggy booty. You got absolutely correct. It is Snoop Dogg. All right. Next one is this one.
Is that Eminem? Is that Eminem?
Yes. You know what? You're right. That's
one of the Eminem albums, I think.
Marshall I think it's Eminem album. The final answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah.
You're correct. It is Eminem. Absolutely.
Yeah,
all right.
Man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
Oh, that's Big Pun. Big Pun.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's your final answer. All right. Yep. Big Pun. It is. Big Pun. It is. All right. Next one.
That's Biggie.
Yeah.
Right.
Life after death. Life after death.
Okay. So let's see. Is that your final answer?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. And you guys are absolutely right. You guys are just, I knew you guys got breeze through this.
Nah, I know
Next
my
one.
shit, man.
Next one.
That's when you got me right there. Now hold on.
That's
I know this too. That's Wu-Tang. That's
36
chess boxing. That's the first one.
Sure about that.
36 chambers, yeah. Nah, I'm not.
Let's
But yeah.
see. All right, let's go. You guys are absolutely right. You got it. Wow. All right, next one.
That's Blueprint.
Jay-Z.
That's
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z Blueprint.
Yeah.
Final answer, guys.
One of those albums. I don't know if it's Blueprint. It's one of those.
You
Yeah,
guys,
it is.
you guys are making,
That was a tough one, though. You made that one tough, man.
First of all, I thought that was the hardest one because even like I was like, they're never gonna get this shit. But you guys are fucking hip hop artists. Of course they're gonna get it. All right, next one.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's Lil Wayne. That's one of them Lil Wayne albums. I don't know which one, man.
Oh, wait.
Right. But it's just
I don't know the album. I don't know the album. I know it's Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne,
There you
Mr.
go.
Carter.
One of them Carters, yeah.
All right, final one. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's your boy. That's the game. That's your guy right there, my man. That's your guy right there. That's documentary. That's your guy.
You fucking right, it is. That was me. Listen, that was me. I just gotta lose weight.
Yeah, he didn't have a car, but he rolled around some tires and stuff.
I had some fucking.
Whatever.
I just stole people's wheels and put them on the side and took a picture like this. Great job, guys. Hey, listen.
Cool.
And listen, I'm glad.
Cool.
I'm so happy you guys sped through it and got it right. And it's crazy how you guys knew exactly what album it was. Like you mentioned the albums, it goes to show you that you guys have. I love that. Thank you.
I'm
You got them all right. Fuck, you got me right. You got me there. So, we come to the. So listen. First of all, thank you guys. First of all, awesome job on the show. We've come to the point in our show where we're first of all we're so honored.
First of all, he's gonna say first of all about 5 more.
First of all, like 5 times. I think I've had a little. I was pre-gaming a little too much, but like we're so honored and so grateful to have you guys on. And again, you guys are you guys do like your music is fucking phenomenal. We've said this before with the past artists we've had. Like it's sad. It's crazy to think that like there are artists out there who are pumping out this great music, this great content, all this great stuff, and then like it's just like they don't have it out. But I'm happy that we're able to showcase that. But again, it like just even listening to your songs, we hear that like I feel it every time I listen to every track. It was never like a dull moment. It was never a moment where I was like, oh, skip. Like you guys have had albums where you like put a music or a CD on and you're like, skip the song. Like me, every single track was like, wow, like they're really.
Yo, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm glad you said that because one of the things that like for whoever hasn't listened to that and want to listen to the album, that's one of the things that I would hope for, right? Because we come from the time when we used to listen to the album full and see what the artist's intent was with making this album, right? We'll listen to the single, but when we get the album, we're not gonna go to whatever track. We're gonna give the album a shot. We're gonna listen to the album to see what was the feel of the album. So I'm glad that you said you listened to it and none of the songs feel like you skip, because that was the intent, was like listen to how you kind of gonna feel what we meant to do with the passion. As you go through it, you're gonna get the feel and the understanding of what we was trying to do.
No, and that's one thing I will honestly say. Like anytime that I heard a track, it's crazy because I even asked my son, we were driving, I was listening to album just to kind of get the music. And like, again, just to kind of like listen to it again. And I asked my son, I was like, did you hear any like swear words or anything like that? And my son was like, I think I heard one. I was like, I didn't hear
minimal.
No,
like 4 or 5, if that. Not even.
You know, that's interesting. I didn't really catch that.
Me neither.
We do got the explicit lyrics, just technically
there's a few in there, but not much.
And when it's used for what the word was probably even fucking meant to. How it's used, you know what I mean? Like it's not just being thrown there. Just.
But one of the things that I love so much about it, and even just asking them that question, it's just like thinking, like, wow, like they didn't have to make a good song and add like 50 fucking cuss words in that one song, or even
I can't even complete a sentence without using it.
Me neither. I say fuck my vocabulary. And like I love how, and like you said too, like if there was a word, it was used in like that term, but it made like you guys put so much real shit into your music that you don't even fucking listen to the swear word. You don't even, you like me, I was like, did I even hear one? I didn't even hear one. But like everything had so much meaning, and how much you guys like talk about real stuff, how much you guys like acknowledge those people, like, you know, moms and like women and like stuff like that. Like we need like that. That's where hip hop, that's what hip hop was. That's what hip hop has always been, right? Even to me, for you guys, for us growing up, it's always been that.
Just shoot, kill. I'm fucking your girlfriend, and I got all the world. Like
spinning the block. You can only spin the block so many times.
Bro, like
everybody's spinning the block.
It's funny. They say all that as like million.
Like, it's just like, I mean, but
like honestly, I'm not gonna bullshit you though. Like I wish I would have came up with the Soulja Boy Tell 'Em song, because I would have been a fucking millionaire right now. If I was that guy, or
like,
even
he's not a fucking millionaire. Why would you be a millionaire?
I would have just like milked the shit out of that shit song. Like, but again, you guys like it shows, like with the name, it shows like it's not false advertisement. Like what you get from that cover is what you get in music. It translates in music. It translates in the way you're saying it, because that's a big thing for me too. Like when artists are singing or rapping or whatever, it's that tone of voice or how they're saying, how they're delivering that line, how they're delivering that hook.
Yeah,
like, I feel that shit.
I
feel that shit. Like I felt that shit every single time I heard a song. Like it was like, yo, they're about that shit. They stand on it. And I felt like when you said things and it was like something related to something personal, like you felt it. And again, that's something that, and not all artists, but that's something that's missing a lot nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's missing a lot. And guys,
there's times that I go to the studio. Sorry to cut you off, but I
mean, go right ahead,
dude. When I'm flowing and shit, like I record probably like 20 times, like my fucking, well, I'm exaggerating, but maybe like a good 10 times, because I feel like, that day, dude, sometimes I could go to the studio and I'm sluggish as fuck, and I'm like, hopefully I drink a fucking Red Bull and shit, and then I listen to it the next day, I thought I did good, and then I listen, I'm like, nah, I mean, but this guy, you know what I mean, he fucking goes in there and does it in one shot, you know what I mean, like, not all the time, but for the most part, you know what I mean, but I gotta do that shit a couple of times, make sure the shit, like, because I kind of fluctuate a little bit too in my flow a little bit too, kind of more than my bro too. So that's why I should gotta,
well, that's also a beautiful thing. The fact that you guys are like, it's not like you guys are strangers, right? Like you guys are brothers. You guys are family. You guys know each other so well. You grew up with each other. So like the fact that you guys are doing this together, it makes it a lot more meaningful. Like, right? Like me and Unworthy, we did this show. Like again, we met each other for the first time, and we've known each other for 3 years. We met each other for the first time at this convention in person. And the question everybody asked was like, was it awkward when you met him? I was like, no, it was like, we got the ball rolling the minute we picked off where we left off. It was like, I've known him for like, we were neighbors. Like I was going over his house, asking him for sugar.
That's cool as hell.
The only awkward thing was that he left me fucking waiting at the airport for over an hour. I was like,
right. Listen, you guys listen, Vice, you live in Connecticut. You know, coming from Connecticut, going to fucking Jersey, New York, you know how that shit gets.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. I lived out there long enough. I know what that's about.
Funny story. Like I called them and I was like, "Hey, dude, it's saying that I'm gonna get there." What time was it? It was like 6:50.
Well, when I said I was taking off, like I was, I have a fear of flying, so like I have to drink before I even get on the plane. So as soon as I got to the airport, I hit the bar. I was getting some drinks. I was like pretty, I was flying by the time I even got on the plane. So I texted him. I was like, "Hey, I'm boarding now. It's probably going to be about an hour." And he texted me back. He said, arriving at such and such time. And like in my head, I was like, "Oh, that sounds right." But then my flight was only like 15 minutes. So I landed, and then as I got off the plane and I turned my service back on, I was like, "Oh damn!" He said he's not going to be here until then. I got to fucking wait a whole hour.
And it's crazy because it went from like 6:50 to like 8:00 something. It was like, forget it. It's traffic. There's everywhere. Like it was bad.
And then he pulls up to the thing to pick me up, and he's like, "We gotta hurry up because we gotta be there to get our badges." And I was like, "How you gonna tell me to hurry? I've been here for an hour."
Hurry up, and it took forever. Damn.
Terrible. Fucking terrible. first bad impression, the first meetup was just terrible. I ruined it all. Now, listen, guys. Again, listen. I can't sing your praises enough. You guys are phenomenal. We're both honored. We're just honored to even just speak to you and get to know you guys and get to know, just the kind of process of this magic that you've done. So we come to the portion of our show where, if you got anything to plug, go right ahead, man.
Yes.
I'm plug away.
Yo, hold up before you even go. Like first, because I don't got many plugs, but like that the comics that we spoke of that we used to collect or whatever. So we passed those comics down to our nephews, right? Okay. When we got older, we passed those comics down to our nephews. For a while, they did nothing with them, right? But like store them. They stored them, they stored them in the closet, whatever, like that. Mm-hmm. But as my nephews got older and they, the oldest, when he became a man, years after, he started a business, So you guys might actually want to look up the Comic Tunnel. He actually has a thing for collectors of comics and such like that. You might want to look into that. You know what I'm saying?
The Comic Tunnel.
The Comic Tunnel.
Check it out. He sells comics cheap as fuck. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he sells shit
by bulk, cheap, single, whatever he got. Yeah, believe me, he got a lot. He got a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Is he on IG?
Yeah, Instagram. The Comic Tunnel.
We'll have to add him to our link tree and
also my wife at the Dami's Sweets and More as an Instagram. Okay. She makes balloon archers. She does tumblers. Like she does all types of shit, bro. You gotta check the page. My man Fat Boy Jones on Instagram. Fat Boy Jones 3230. Check him out. He got a new album coming out or just came out. No Hard Feelings, I believe.
Okay.
Is the name. Also, if you like my haircut, Orlando's Barbershop.
Orlando's Barbershop.
He just opened one in Foxen.
Okay.
So, that's my man's. And the all the producers in our album, but specifically the ones that reached out back to us too, man. Nasty Loves You.
Okay.
He actually reached out to us. Project Porter and my man Homage. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Hold on. Let me give me a second. I just really want to shout out to Ember for helping us, participating in the album. She was the one that sang in the song So Profound and in the song Open Mind. That's Ember singing on there.
She's a singer. She sings.
She's a singer. She sings. Yeah, she sings.
Well, Ember, if you ever want to be a guest on the A-Worthy show,
there you go. Yeah.
Open door policy, hon. You're more than welcome to come. Just shoot us a message, and we'll get you on, and we'll do what we did tonight. We'll showcase you and talk about you. All right.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Yes. Got you.
Also, like in Lee, he came out on the song. What was the song? Elements of Fire. The only one rapper feature that we have on there, like Lee, former boxer, retired boxer.
Yeah,
he's on there. So
y'all can have him in your show, man. He got stories. Yeah. He's a funny motherfucker, man. He got fucking stories. Yeah, he fought for the world champion belt.
Wow.
Yeah. He was champion in New Haven, Connecticut.
Yeah, he was the champion in New England. He just got the Hall of Fame and shit.
That's what's up. Wow, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, but he also raps too. You know what I mean? So
that's awesome, man. All right.
I mean, I want to give I want to say he didn't get to make it on the album. He was supposed to be on the album.
Okay.
His brother, actually, Animo. Shout out to Animo.
Yes.
Even though you didn't get to make it on the album, I know you really wanted to, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give him a shot because he didn't get to make it.
Yeah, life throws those things, man, and just the time. But
he wanted to get in the studio, but didn't get to.
Yeah.
Animo.
And the song Monstros, we're probably gonna do a remix with Elvin and Mo. Yeah, we'll probably do a remix too. You know what I mean? So.
Well, if you ever need like a 16 bars, me and Unworthy, You gotta drop 16.
I can't do it. I can't do 16 bars, but I could do a hell of an intro. That's all.
Hey, look,
Yeah, we'll get a skit. We'll get a skit for sure. For sure. Hell yeah. You guys will be perfect for a freaking hell yeah.
Before a song.
Hell yeah.
I'm worthy. You're starting something. Don't start.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, man, that's
and
awesome.
Also, both of our wifeys, they helped out with the process. They
shout out to the wives. Shout out to the wives.
Our logo, the Chain Brother logo, that my brother
had.
Okay. And then my wife made the shirts. You know what I mean? So
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
And my pops are inspiring us and telling us to do this shit too, man. Because he was one of the ones that was like, "Y'all gotta put y'all shit out there, man. Like, fuck all the bullshit, man." Because we always worried about people copying our shit and all that.
Nah,
I don't care anymore, bro. Like, it's
and
it's yes, you're exposing yourself to good and bad. You know what I mean? So
absolutely,
that's what it comes with, man. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I love doing this, man. I fucking love it. I mean, my kids are grown now, man, so I get to do this shit too. And that's another thing with me. I had kids when I was young, you know what I mean? So I had to raise my kids too, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to pay the bills, man. You know what I mean? So
your priority's in the right spot. Good for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's it. I mean, I could do shout outs, but I don't want to forget anybody, man. So y'all know, my whole family, man. I have a huge family, man. All my cousins and stuff, my uncles, aunts. I mean, my grandmother.
Easy way to put that. You know what's an easy way to do that? I give a shout out to my whole family and the 203 New Haven. Shout out New Haven. New Haven stand up in general. There you go. Yeah, I mean, New Haven in general. Yeah, there you go. New Haven and family, man. Y'all know who you are, man.
These guys made me proud to be from part. I'm always like shitting on Connecticut. I was like, I want to fucking move out of Connecticut. You guys come on. I'm like, I'm part of Connecticut now.
All day. New Haven all day.
That's awesome, guys.
No. I was gonna say the Joe. I don't know if y'all seen the little clip that I have put up there in the story where Joe Rogan is eating pizza from New Haven because he doesn't like.
I did see that. I didn't know you.
He was eating pizza. He was like, "Well, these Italians moved out here and they figured out how to make fucking pizza, like some shit."
I watched the what is it, Dave? That guy named Dave. He comes out and he like rates the pizzas and he's like, fucking New Haven pizza. It's like they get it, they got it. It's like he gives it. It's like we're like top 3 in like the world, right? It's like
I think we're like one or I think what is it? Pepe's Pizza. I think if you look at
Pepe
Pepe's
modern.
And this is the world. This is not even in the United States. This is including Italy. Like it's fucking crazy. Like it's like what? Because Italy, I mean, they make pizza, but their pizza is different, right?
Come on now. Don't be that surprised. Come on, let New Haven get something. Don't be that surprised now.
You know, it's crazy. That's the only plug I give New Haven. I'll be out there and people will be like, "Oh, what's in New Haven?" I'll be like, Pepe's Pizza. Monroe. Everybody's like, I got the Statue of Liberty. Motherfucker, I got Monroe modern pizza. What I got?
We got pizza.
That's awesome. That's fantastic, guys. You guys, listen, again, you guys are phenomenal. Again, like even before we started the show, we've talked and I told you guys, listen, just be yourselves. And that's something that like we love is just people's transparencies and how much passion they have. And like, that's kind of how me and Unworthy Men and all our friends from, our community have met. It's just kind of just us being ourselves. And we kind of just started this show, just being us. And like, it was like video calls and then it went to a show. It's like, hey, let's talk shit for 2 fucking hours about a bunch of nothing. And like, this is what it's become. But again, we love that we get opportunities like this to get talented people that have such a passion for what they do, but also too, never forget where they come from. Like you guys, the fact that you guys acknowledge all those people who have been there, like that right there is, it's a beautiful thing, right? Like just to acknowledge those people that have been there for you and have supported you guys. And again, it shows because your music is phenomenal. And again, I can't applaud you enough. You guys are fucking awesome.
No, but thanks for having us in your platform, man. No,
appreciate you. You guys got something great going for real. I watched
a few
episodes already. Yeah,
I'll be watching. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But listen,
for real.
With that being said, I'm glad you guys said that. So, for anybody that's watching this, whether you're a rapper, musician, artist, cosplayer, athlete, I don't care what you do. I don't care whatever you have a passion for, whatever you love to do, whatever like motivates you, and that's something that you just, if you want to come on and tell your story and tell us how you do it and what inspired you to do it and show us your work, reach out to me and Unworthy. You can reach out to Unworthy Collector, you can reach out to Toy Addict 17, or reach out to the A Worthy Addiction page. Reach out to us via DM. Let us know that hey, I will be interested to be on. We will do the same thing we did with these two gentlemen. We'll bring you on. We'll showcase Ember. Come on, Ember. I put her on the spot. Yeah. So like, yeah, you guys want to come on. So again, this is an open door policy to anybody who has a form of hobby. Again, we call it hobbies, but I mean, whatever it is to you, we have an open door policy for them. And again, you guys are welcome always. And like we always tell people on our show, you too, this is the open door policy. Anytime you guys ever want to come on and just shoot the shit with me and Unworthy and just talk about a bunch of we can talk music, we talk movies, whatever it is, you guys are more than welcome. Just hit us up anytime. It was an honor to have you guys on. Unworthy, you got any plugs as far as like what's going on?
Yeah, we got a couple. So right now we got the AWA_Bill's Revenge going on. And just so everybody knows, that hashtag has been banned and removed. So this is suspended for now. So just a little heads up for everybody. I got a message about that this week. So this is going to be postponed and changed around a little bit. Because probably I worded it a little too violently, I guess.
Okay.
But
damn you, IG.
Go on over to chubsywubsy.com and use the promo code Rowdy15 from November 30th to December 31st. Save 15% off your select merchandise at chubsywubsy. That's Rowdy15. Tell them that AB, Clint, Toy Addict, and Unworthy sent you, and save yourself 15%.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
And as always, for everybody that's watching this live or watching this in the replay, if you have not hit that like and subscribe, please do so. And thank you so much for everybody that tuned in tonight and showed these gentlemen some support. Again, it was such an awesome show, amazing show. We got to learn a lot. Like, I feel like I'm about to like write a song right now. I'm gonna drop an album soon. So who's gonna interview me? But like, again, guys, it was such an honor. Again, we're open door. You guys, our house, mi casa, su casa. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you guys want to come on, and like we told you guys before, you guys want to hang out in the backstage when the show's over, please do so, because we want to talk to you, chop it up with you. If you guys need to leave, that's okay too. But like, again, everybody that watched, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the A Worthy Addiction show and supporting the Rowdy Boys. Now we usually like to end the show with a quote of the day. So I know we spoke about this before. So do you guys have any quotes that you guys like just know and like you would like to end the show with? Anything. It could be a verse from a song, verse from your song. Go ahead.
I got two. I'm gonna say one that's mine, and I'm gonna say one from someone, which I'll say after I read it.
I got something, but go ahead, you go.
Yeah. What screws us up most in life is the picture in our head of how it's supposed to be. That's J. Cole. I like that. As for me, malicious thoughts should get extinguished from the mind's entrance. Because if the love is unrestricted, joy exits. Yeah, mic drop.
Mic drop.
Links, do you have anything?
Anything positive that you do with a passion is a worthy addiction.
Ooh. Oh man, I like that. God, damn it! Can we use that? We're gonna have you record that and send that to us.
We need that.
Gotcha.
And with everybody watching, with that being said,
good night, beautiful.
Thank you for tuning in.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Click that notification bell
for more content.